Hello there. Welcome to another episode of The Pause. I'm your host, Laia Bove. This is an accessible and inclusive space created to invite you to take a moment and to learn to connect to your authentic and creative truth through practices like yoga, breath work, and meditation. Before we get started, I invite you to take a moment to center. Find a comfortable seat, lengthen your spine, relax your shoulders, and perhaps soften your gaze down or close your eyes. Take a deep inhalation through your nose, expanding front to back, side to side, and top to bottom. Open your mouth and let it go. Welcome to The Pause. Reviving my creative soul. Hey friends, last Wednesday I shared how I've been noticing the negative self-talk creeping in, not just in my thoughts, but also in my journaling and even in the interactions with others. You never finish what you start. No one will read your novel. You get the point. Nothing is terribly wrong. No one has died, though I'm still grieving my puppy Hummer who left us a year ago. I have a roof over my head, food, and people who love and support me. I work doing what I love, and despite the chronic fatigue and joint pain from living with chronic disease, right now I feel physically healthy. I've been working with positive affirmations, which can feel a bit silly at first, but they are a powerful tool for shifting my mindset. Despite this, my mind has been turbulent if I let myself slip. Truth is that some recent disappointing and stressful situations have impacted my mood and self-confidence. I'm a bit burnt out, or rather, I need a pause. Recognizing the need for a pause. One of the first signs that I need to pause, check in, and take care of my mental health is that I start to feel less creative. Although I never skip my morning pages, even if I just write, I don't want to do this, for all 3 sheets. I've noticed it's no longer easy to sit at my laptop, open my manuscript, and write a few hundred words of my novel every day. Instead, I find myself procrastinating, undertaking tasks that aren't high priority, and ending many days feeling unfulfilled and being hard on myself because I didn't get enough done. I know something has to change when I notice I don't feel like sitting in the sunshine and playing my ukulele or cooking delicious meals for my partner and me. It's even been hard to come up with good ideas for sequences and themes for my yoga classes, which tell me it's time for a shift. Time for a creativity boost. After the seasonal lull, which I have accepted but I'm ready to move on from, I remind myself of the 3 simple components that always help me reconnect to myself, hence regaining a sense of flow and creativity. Number 1, movement. Engaging in activities that get the body moving and the energy flowing. Yoga, dancing, or shaking can help release tension and spark creativity. I've been loving shaking and free movement practices lately. You can find a link in the show notes. Number 2, nature. Spend time outdoors, whether it's a walk in the park, a hike in the woods, or relaxing by a body of water. Nature calms the mind and inspires new ideas. My therapist recently recommended I sit under the giant oak tree in my garden and spend some time breathing. Number 3, reading. I love to dive into a good read. When wanting to get inspired, I love reading fiction. It allows me to move away from my own bullshit for a while, and that's a great thing. There's always a time of year, though, when in the doldrums, that I know it's time to reach for one of my favorite creative guides. Rediscovering the Artist Within. Have you ever taken the journey that is The Artist's Way with Julia Cameron? It's an incredible read that can reignite your passion and creativity. This past weekend, I recommitted to diving into the experience and did the exercises in the first chapter, recovering a sense of safety. If you're someone who doesn't believe they're creative, the author will invite you to change your mind. 4 ways to get re-inspired from The Artist's Way. Although I'm committing to the following journey in depth, which includes these and many other exercises, here are 4 ways to reignite your creativity according to Julia Cameron. Number 1, morning pages. Get yourself a nice journal, and every morning before you look at your phone, write 3 pages of stream of consciousness to clear your mind and unlock your creativity. I've been doing this daily for many years, and it has transformed my mornings and self-awareness. Morning pages are about putting down all the rubbish and clutter accumulated in the mind that hinders your ability to focus, create, and engage mindfully in your day. Number 2, artist dates. Take yourself on a weekly solo adventure to explore something that sparks joy and curiosity. I have gone on a stroll on the beach, taken an acting class, played ukulele on the rooftop for an hour, and gone to a local library, among others. Just make a list of things you'd like to try and pick one every week. Have fun. Number 3, weekly strolls. Incorporate regular walks to clear your mind, process thoughts, and invite inspiration. This is one of my favorite ways to reconnect to creativity, and it makes sense that I'm having a bit of a hard time since when I'm in the US, going for walks isn't as accessible as when I'm in Europe. Number 4, creative affirmations. Combat negative self-talk with positive affirmations like, I am a talented and creative being. If these feel a little fake or difficult, as they often do for me, especially when feeling low, try something more simple like, I am worthy, or I am capable. Or check out a guided practice that I will link in the show notes. I invite you to choose one of these practices and try it out for a few weeks. Give yourself a chance to experience the shift by creating a routine. Let me know in the comments which practice you're going to try and how it goes for you. Sharing the journey. The first few times I embarked on the artist way, I shared virtual space with an incredible group of artists and creatives. Now, undertaking this adventure solo, I will use this space to share insights and progress as I move through the artist way for the 4th time. Stay tuned for more in my upcoming posts. And if you've ever read it, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Resources and inspiration. Here are some of my newest tools for you in case you've missed them. Movement, yoga for cramps and abdominal pain. Meditation, tap into your creative nature. Podcast, Living Well with Crohn's with guest Valerie Maimoni. My course, Harmonize Within, to awaken the inner serenity. And then a playlist called I Can Almost Feel Summer, an hour of tunes for your day. I hope you found some resources and tips in this post. Make sure that you check the show notes for all the links. And if, like me, you've been feeling in a little bit of a lull, may you start finding your way back. Until we meet again, pause often, breathe deeply, and stay kind, especially to yourself. Take care, dear one.